Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Welcome into our Tuesday Throwdown. Give me 1 second. I remembered in time. I had to close my door or my cat will come in and cause a ruckus. So hello, welcome in. I'm gonna just make sure we're in the right place. Give you guys a couple minutes to hopefully find me. If you're new here, my name is Jen Buck. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My business name is By the Shore Stamping, and every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, I go live with some new crafty ideas and inspiration. So I'm so glad you're joining me here today. I'm actually getting ready to leave for the Stampin' Up! Leadership event next week. So trying to get all my things settled. I've got lots of prizes to send out from my virtual weekend that we just had last weekend, and card class to go to cut and prep and ship out. I sent out in color clubs yesterday. So lots happening behind the scenes this week, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to stamp with you because today we also have some brand new product releases. There's 2 new kits in the online store. So every month, Stampin' Up! Releases at least 2, sometimes 3 new kit collection kits, and this month's are super cute. And then also the November online exclusives go live today. So there's lots of new goodies in the online store. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with them yet, but we're going to play together. So let's go ahead and turn this around and get started because there's a lot on my list. So let's take a look quickly at some of the online exclusive products that I have from the release that happens for everybody today. So there's 2 new suites. I only have the full suite for one and then a partial suite on the other one. And actually, I don't know what I did with the, just these. All right, so let me show you, and I'm not sure what else is part of that, if that's everything. I think so. So there's, first off, some new packaging. So all of the stamps and dies are now packaged in these envelopes. So what I love is that the dies now have pictures of what's inside. So you can actually see what shapes are included for the die cuts. So that will just make finding certain things a lot easier. And then also the stamps are now that way as well. So this is part of the new Creative Haven Suite collection. So here's the stamps. And then the stamps are inside here. So you have your stamp sheets and everything's in these little folders. So definitely more space saving. So that's always exciting. And then you have the coordinating dies. So this suite has the tags dies called Creative Haven dies, and then the sentiment set. So lots of just cute little ways to stamp some cute sentiments. And then we have the patterned paper. This is my favorite. And this is what we're going to play with in a minute. But I just want to kind of show you a few things first. So, and I'll put the link to my online store in the description of this video when we're done. But look at it, it's got some cute little, like, so you've got sewing. These are upside down. Let's turn them around. You've got sewing, and then just a fun pattern background. Then you've got gardening, super cute, and then just another fun bee pattern. Here we've got baking, which is really cute. So it's just kind of hitting all of our all the things we like to do to kind of relax, right? And a fun grid. Here we have like skincare, self-care, that kind of thing. And just a watercolor print. And then this one is also kind of like watercolor dots. And then the back side is books. So we love books, love reading. It's another fun hobby. And then with this paper pack is also a 2 sheets of ephemera, which 2 sheets of the same. So you get 2 of everything on the page. So super cute. Love this one. And then also part of this package or this suite is the what are these called? The Earthy Matte dots. So super fun. I'm just going to check really quick to see if there was anything else. I don't know if there was any twine that I didn't have. Oh, there was. Yeah, so this is part of the collection as well, is this really cute garden green ribbon. So super fun, sweet. Again, part of the online exclusives bundle. Just launched today. So that's super fun. And I'm going to play with that stuff in just 1 minute. But let's look at some of the other paper. This paper is beautiful. This is part of the Brushed with Beauty Sweet collection. I did not get the stamps and dies. It's a floral stamp set and then a words sentiment set and dies, the bundles that go with this, as well as some embellishments and things. I just loved this paper. Is this not beautiful paper? I just love the colors. Very springy, but still just very versatile too. So you can see A's and B patterns here. I have them alternating so you can see both. This is also featured in a new online class. So Stampin' Up! Started a online class. The first one was with Traditions of Christmas bundle, and I haven't finished my class yet, or I would show you the samples, but I've heard amazing things about them. And so this one is going to be another featured class for this month. It's on November 20th. The class itself is $30, and then you'll get access to the class, and then you just need to buy this collection, and you can create all the projects as part of the class. But it's really designed to, you know, teach and inspire at the same time. So super fun if you want to take part in that. All right, so there's the paper. I love that paper. It's gorgeous. And then also I have a couple of bundles to share with you. So this is a new bundle. It's called Outdoor Adventure. You've got the dies here. So you see they coordinate and cut out some of the images. The trees, the deer, the fox. Then you've got some additional little additions like the mountains, the footprints, the arrows. I just feel like this one will be really good for scrapbooking. And then it's got some great sentiments as well for scrapbooking. So I got that one. Nate and I do a lot of hiking and camping, so I think that will work really well for me. So there's that one. And then I have this bundle, which I think is going to be super popular. This is the 3 banner punch, and then it's bundled with the banner sayings stamp set. But of course, you don't have to keep, you could just buy the bundle, the punch, or just the stamps too. But look at this. So if you struggle with making your little banners, this punch is going to be a must-have, right? Hi, Susan. So it's just the perfect punch for sentiments. And then, of course, all of the sentiments in this banner sayings stamp set fit in one of those banners. So this is just a great set. And I think I might use this today too. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to make yet. You know, make it on the fly. And then the last one I have is another scrapbooking focused one that I love. So this is called Our Story, and it's just got some good headlines, some nice buildable sayings, and some elements in order to kind of do like photo mats, little additions to a photo or around a photo or that kind of thing. So super, super fun. I can't wait to do some more scrapbooking. And I will tell you that I have some fun news to launch after I get back from on stage. So I'm going to be teasing a little bit going up into the next couple of weeks, but we've got some fun, exciting news coming your way. And it's super exciting. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. We're not going to go too much further at the moment, but just keep your eyes and ears open. Make sure you sign up for my email list so you can be in the know for all the things. And just watch your inbox because there's going to be all sorts of fun stuff happening coming soon. So let's go ahead and try and make something with this new paper. And I'm going to turn it looks like it's light enough on here, but I'm going to turn the light on too. Hi, Susan. So let's see what we want to make with. Do we want to do sewing? Do we want to do plants, gardens, baking, self-care, or books? What should we work with today? Let me look at this too, because maybe I want to use just one of these too. There's a cute little tag we could add to. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that with the blue. Or I do like these too. This one's cute. maybe we'll pair that with the pink grid. Oh no, that's grid and grid. We won't do that. But we could do it. Let's see. No, I think I want to use, I like this pattern paper. So I think I'm going to start with a Coastal Cabana base. Okay, so we're going to, yep, that's me. That's what I am. I'm going to torment you. A little tease for a little while. We got some new stuff coming. All right. So let's just go ahead and cut this to basic card size. So 5.5 by 8.5. And then I'm going to grab my trimmer and we'll score this at 4 1/4 score. Okay. That's going to be our card base. I don't know where my bone folder went. It was here. I don't know. Well, we'll have to live without it at the moment. I have like 4 of them. Oh, here we go. Here's one. I was gonna say, I have a bazillion of them. Why can't I find them when I want them? There we go. So let's just use our bone folder. That just gives you a better crease. It helps the card sit flat too. All right, so let's then, I'm gonna use a piece of this watercolor paper here. Not really watercolor, polka dot. Let's do 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then that will go here. All right, so now let's go back here and see what will work with this. This would work with it too. I could cut a piece of this as an element. The baking would work too. Let's see. Books would work. I think what I might want to do, maybe we take one of these tags, and I did not think this out at all, as you can tell. I feel like I want to do something other than the sewing. Maybe the baking, or maybe the books. Should we do baking or books? I feel like the books might be cute because I can stack them up on a tag. So let's die cut one of these cute little tags. Maybe the banner. And we can use that as an element on the card. And I can kind of, I know you guys are going to hate me, but I'm going to fussy cut some of those books, I think, is what I'm going to do. So let me cut a little banner really quick. Hang on 1 second. I have it all set up over here. Just going to cut this. All right. So I have the banner. Now, let's go ahead and put this back so I don't lose it. And I'm going to take, I think maybe this stack right here, because it's right on the edge. It's kind of speaking to me. I think it'll fill most of, although I could do like one like this, and then add a sentiment on top. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. Because I could stamp, although the only one that would really, well, I could do the "So Happy to Have You in My Life." I'm looking at this, or yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my original thought. Let's do this guy here. And we'll just fussy cut this. I know not everybody loves to fussy cut, but I do love that. And that's what one of the things I love with this paper is there's just so many different images that we could do that with. So I'm going to just do a quick cut on this. This one's actually not too bad either in terms of fussy cutting. If you're local to me and you want to do a little stamping this weekend, I have my second holiday card class in Harwich on Saturday at 3 p.m. I am working on those card designs today, and then I'll be cutting and prepping for the rest of the week. So there's still time to RSVP since I haven't cut yet. But time is quickly slipping away because once I cut, then it's too late. So, all right, so I'm just about done here. You can go ahead and email me at hello@bytheshorestamping if you'd like to join us. All right, just cut this little bit, and there we go. So then we've got that little stack of books, and then I was thinking I could pair it with a cute little, I don't know if the, oh, I'm just going to try and pick it up. I don't know if the sizing would be off, but it could be cute to kind of pair it with a little seat too. I'm thinking this one. Let's see. That's the plant. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work, if it will work together, but if not, I'll use it on something else. All right. So I just feel like there's lots of different ways to use this collection and ways to honor a lot of the people we like to send cards to, right? So you can kind of pick their favorite hobby, like even if those are not your favorite hobbies, because most of those are not my hobby. In fact, the only one I really do is read. I'm not a gardener. I'm not a sewer. What else? I'm not really a baker. I can bake, but I don't, it's not really a hobby of mine, I wouldn't say. So none of those are really mine, but I can think of lots of people in my life that are those things. So I think sometimes we get stuck in that thought, well, I don't do any of those, so why would I buy that? Well, I don't ever send cards to myself, right? And scrapbooking, you know, that could be used for a variety of things too, right? So my book club, that sheet will be really cute to document some of that. And the plants would be great for my mom, because my mom was a big, very big in planting and greens. I don't know that this is going to work together because the sizes are off. I think I would have to pick smaller book maybe, because I feel like these are off. So maybe I'll save that for something else after I already did that. But we could, so we've got that. Now, I could do like a little lamp or something with it, but let's think about, I could kind of overlap it on a sentiment too, or make a smaller one. Let's see, let's pull this out for a sec. I was thinking that I would use the long skinny sentiment. I was thinking I would use this across the tag as my sentiment and maybe a little bow at top, but this just doesn't feel like it's filling enough space, so that's what's kind of bugging me here. So unless I put something else with it, which I could, like do that lamp or something, but, or the thought is to do, like maybe we do You're the Best, and then I could kind of overlap this in the corner like that, which I might do. So let's try that. I'm going to do the You're the Best, and we'll do it in the Early Espresso, which is one of the colors in the paper. Oh, and the other thing too is I could, we've got these, so maybe I can fill in the space with something from here. Maybe the little coffee cup. That could be cute. Or the little heart. Let me stamp this first, and then we could maybe fill in with that. All right, so I'm thinking we will, oops, let me make sure it's fully inked. And I'm going to just do this sort of in the middle. You're the best. Okay. And then I have some, I think I'm going to use some twine instead of the ribbon. I have, oops, where's my, there we go. Oh, my stuff is stuck. Here we go. My desk needs some cleaning. All right, I'm going to do some twine at the top of this. We'll get that far with this. And we'll pop this up onto the project once we get to that point. But I'm going to tie a little bow with some linen thread. So let's just tie a knot. Okay. And then we will do that. Okay, so we got that. And now I'm thinking I'm going to pop that up in the middle there, right? And then we've got our little stack of books. Cute. And then, like I said, I'm thinking maybe we put something else with this. We've got like the, I don't know if you guys can see it. We've got this cute little heart here, or the coffee cup. Let's see, I don't want to do another cup because there's already a cup in the picture. We could do a plant, but I'm thinking something, I mean, there's already a drink in the picture too, so that doesn't necessarily make sense. I don't actually mind this. Oh, we could do this little guy. What about this little heart here? That's cute. I like that. Okay. And then maybe we can use this little thing here. So maybe I can layer that under here and then cut it off. Just for a little dimension. I'm trying to envision it without, or we could put it under here, like this. We'd have to do it twice. Well, it only really shows on that side. Okay, I like that. Let's cut this off here. I sold myself. I'm going to cut that little piece here. And I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on this side. Okay, let's make sure it's not hanging off the edge. And then I'm going to just kind of tuck this under here. Right about there. Okay, and I can kind of cut that part off. It's not going to show anyway, but okay. And then let's attach this, at least this side where it overlaps. And we can start to put it together. So I'm going to put this here so it kind of cradles that word. And we're going to cover that part so you don't see that hole. Like that. Okay, and then this, we'll use a little liquid glue. There we go. Don't need a lot, just a tiny, tiny bit. And then I'm gonna just take this, sort of put it like that. Okay, and then we're gonna do dimensionals for this. Gotta have bling. Yes, definitely. There'll be bling in the picture. Just trying to get myself situated here. All right, so we've got this. I like that.
I don't know, it still feels a little empty. I'm wondering if, I wish this was a different color, this little tag thing, but maybe I can make something else out of the pattern paper to sort of pull it together here. Hang on. What other colors do I have? I just want a simple pattern. The pink, there's no pink in there, but like a pattern like that would be good. The green, no green in there. There's the watercolory tone. Maybe. I think that was all we had. Or this guy, and that's too much like what's there. Maybe this piece. I'm just thinking we'll put like a little piece back here just to ground it a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe, let's say 3.5 by 2 we'll start with. Let's see if that helps give us a little bit of grounding. So let's do 2 inches this way. And then 3.5 the other way. Okay. And then I'm just gonna kind of tuck that under here, just to sort of ground it a little bit. That's better. So it wasn't just kind of floating. And then I might do one more little thing. Let's add a little more darkness there. So I want to grab some early espresso. Just a little strip. Maybe, let's go with like a 1/2 inch will be good. And let's see if we can make this work. So let's take our banner punch, actually. So I want it longer than this banner is going to let me make it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, wait, that's too long. Let me get it the length I want it. So I kind of want it to land maybe just over. So let's cut it like right about here. And then I'm going to just bring this through, right? I don't want it to punch both sides. I want it to just punch one side, but I want the banner to be on the correct side. So I'm going to kind of tuck it in here, maybe. Let me do it this way. There we go. So I'm going to just kind of line it up with the edge there. Do that, right? So there's a banner end, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Get it in here, pull it through, and then this way you can have any length banner you want. I'm just going to get it kind of lined up on the end there. And then I'm going to punch that, right? Look at that. And now we've got a longer one. And I'm going to just sort of stick that right under here. Like that. And then we have a cute little card, right? And we'll add some bling. So let's go ahead and layer this down. I think I'm happy with it now. So I'm just fixing my comments so I can see them. There we go. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anything. So let's tape this down. I'll do that. Okay, and then we're going to put this down kind of in the middle. Let's just make sure we get it positioned right. So I kind of want it right about there. Looks good. Okay, and then we're going to position this towards the bottom of that. And then we'll pop this up right about there. Looks good. Okay. And then we can add some bling to finish it off. So right about there. And the tones of this are not really in line with what we were using other than brown. And I don't really want to use the brown. I'm going to use one of my favorites. These are the Antique Pearls. I love these. I use them all the time. And I just feel like they're kind of classy but blingy at the same time and neutral. So let's grab my Take Your Pick tool. And we'll just add some bling to this. I'm going to take that. Looks like there's 3 sizes here, so we'll... where do I want to put that? I'm going to put it right there. And then we'll do, actually, I think they're the same size, actually. Maybe there's only 2 sizes. I'm going to put this other big one down there. And I'm going to grab a little one and put it right next to it. There we go. There. And just because I can, let's grab a little Wink Stella and add some glitz to the images for fun. I could also, because see how this is kind of moving? I could also grab a mini dimensional, which I have right here, and let's just stick that under here. So that will level that out a little bit. There we go. Ta-da! Very fun, super cute, really good for anybody. Doesn't have to be a book person either, right? It's just kind of a basic thank you card, hello card, sending you thoughts kind of card. And got a little bling, a little fun. So, and lots, this is only like a small portion of what was released today in the online store. So be sure to go and check that out. Definitely add this one to your list. It's awesome. I know a lot of people, I do blings pretty often, and I know that's not everybody's favorite thing to deal with. So that one's a really good one to put in your stash. So I think that's it for me today. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you all really soon. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.